Hello everyone, I'm Mike and this is Zenny with me, and we are going to be reviewing Supersonic's story, the final and last part of this game, let's just say. Don't mind her, she fucking died. So we start off here in the Mystic Ruins as we zoom in on Tails' tornado, and zooming in the Chaos Emerald for whatever specific reason. I wonder what that reason may be.
Foreshadowing.
In the next cutscene, we get the Angel Island falling for some weird reason.
I've noticed that this happens a lot throughout the story.
So in the next cutscene here, we have Eggman bantering about Sonic, as per usual in any of these games. Him and his fucking chocolate-ass mustache.
I'm hungry now.
But when all of a sudden Chaos shows up as a little puddle, then Eggman has a fucking panic attack at the sight of a puddle.
You go back to Knuckles as he keeps repeating himself that Angel Island keeps falling even though it's standing completely still. I also want to point out how fucking well when the cutscene plays out, he's in the ocean. In the actual gameplay, it's just an endless void at the bottom.
I don't see how the Chaos Emeralds, including the Master Emerald, have anything to do with this.
Isn't the lore of the Master Emerald supposed to keep Angel Island from falling?
Yeah.
I don't see how the Chaos Emerald affects the Master Emerald's job.
Knuckles turns around and it turns out, oh god, Eggman is fucking dead. But then out of nowhere, Chaos appears and, again, no sign of him beating the shit out of Knuckles, so we just presume, oh shit, Knuckles is dead now.
Even though he fucking beats, like, higher ranking fucking power levels of Chaos' forms.
One thing I'd like to comment on is, how did Chaos, like, ever know where to find the Chaos Emeralds specifically? Like, it was never specifically mentioned that, like, Chaos has some sort of sense for the emeralds and that, like, he can locate them.
Sonic, please. Yells walk cycle, and it just stops like nothing. I also noticed this now throughout the entire story, Sonic has developed like this weird thing where some of his reactions, his clothes actually moves. Nice little detail. He emotes better.
Sonic and Tails head over to the Master Emerald, and oh god, Knuckles is fucking dead. Eggman speeds off to head over to Chaos, and then Flashing Ball of Light again tries to kidnap Sonic.
Off, Navi, I want to play the game. Now we have our Navi recolor take Sonic to the fucking past where we see Tikal and the Chalice guarding the Chaos Emeralds and Master Emerald from our own people, no less.
As Tikal tries to assert her own dominance.
Instead of just being nice and asking for them, fucking her own dad decides that, you know what, run over my own child. That seems legit. And you fucker, don't touch my child!
Out of nowhere, Chaos shows up to attack the tribe. And it's, I'm guessing, assumed he turns into his final form, maybe? I don't know how that would work. So Tikal wakes up, and oh, would you look at that? Where the fuck did the tribe go? Did Chaos just eat them all? What the fuck happened? Sonic gives her a good old pat-pat, and Tikal does some sort of satanic ritual. Then, out of nowhere, Sonic just wakes up, and Tails mentions that he just sort of, like, cocked out. What was that like from Tails or Knuckles' perspective? Sonic, you good? So we head back to the Mystic Ruins, and over to the tornado, when all of a sudden, gigantic wave from the heavens! And then he got the last emerald. Oh fuck. And this next little nice cutscene, I might add. Everything's just going nice and smoothly, then all of Chaos showed up. But the problem with this scene is that he'll flood the city, cars will be going and everything, while the city's like flooding everything, people start panicking. But next thing you know, they all just flat out disappear. Motherfucker. Sonic the Hedgehog is not the fastest thing alive, it is the people of Station Square. Chaos looks like so good in this scene, and then all of a sudden, when you go into the actual gameplay, look at him! He looks like shit!
Pointed out that he likes to clip through buildings a lot.
Granted, he is made of water, but still, I guess that's bad modeling for him to fucking clip through the buildings.
Oh, hey, look, it's Eggman. Let's see what he has to do. Sonic, how the fuck did you come to the conclusion that was the call?
Also, I would like to point out the fact that, you know, Chaos is, like, right in front of Sonic and everyone. Why doesn't he, like, try to kill Sonic and, like, every one of them? That makes no sense. But then again, Chaos's mind is as great as Logan Paul's hairline. Chaos literally says, "Fuck your chicken strips!"
Throws the Chaos Emeralds away. I just noticed something out of this entire story. If Chaos just only took the Master Emerald, he would avoid getting totally beaten by Sonic and would not have gotten sealed by the Master Emerald again. He would have continued doing his fucking rampage and killed everything. Convenient locations, convenient. All the emeralds are in the hands of our heroes.
So we got Tails, Knuckles, Amy. One thing I would like to point out here is, like, Chaos scatters all of the emeralds, like, all over the place, into, like, different parts of, like, the world, it seems. But now, suddenly, Amy, Tails, and Knuckles, including Big, I might add, suddenly find them all that quickly? Okay, that totally makes sense. Let's go on with it! As you can hear random dead people chanting for Sonic right now. Probably the voices inside of his head. Also, I would love to fucking point out that the music for mostly all of Sonic Adventure is beautiful! Including Crush 40, bless Crush 40. With all of my heart, they are one of the best bands that I've ever listened to. Onto the controls here for Supersonic when you play them. Specifically, it's not that bad, but when you hit a boost pad, it makes the control very weird and wonky. And there are a lot of objects within this stage, including, like, the sort of straight walls to, like, actually go onto the roads and everything. If you hit those side of the walls, you will lose a lot of momentum, including a lot of other objects. If you collide into them, you will lose a lot of momentum, which is a key factor within this boss fight. That's my only, like, complaint for the gameplay within this.
Also, I want to point out the fact that the ring counter to keep Sonic in his super form is kind of really not needed because it takes you so far out of the immersion with the boss fight. Because if you're low on rings, you just zip into the water, never to be seen again. So you're mostly focused on how many rings you have to progress you through the boss fight. Not that there's much to do in the boss fight anyway. Chaos is a very underwhelming boss fight.
After you give a good old few boops to the head of Chaos, the boss fight is over. Everything is good and dandy as Chaos is back to his normal form.
My children! Bless their hearts. Protect the children.
Father, is that you?
In hindsight, to be fair, it feels like Tikal and Chaos are both the parents of the Chows, seeing that they treat them very much like children. It's a cute subject, and I can know that the Sonic fandom really supports these two shipping, unlike Archie.
All's well that ends well, right?
All's well that ends well? No! Tails! Everyone is dead! The city is destroyed and flooded because of Chaos! And like always, Sonic chases Eggman at the end, and that, my friends, is the end of Sonic Adventure.
Clunky controls, horrible modeling and whatnot, and the story just dies here. None of it makes sense.
The story, in my opinion, just is sort of bland at this point.
The story just falls apart in Supersonic's arc.
Although, be it is very short, but still, the story sort of falls flat here. It's just sort of bland. The controls, specifically for Supersonic, like I said, are a bit wonky, but it's not really terrible.
It's a meh arc.
Being it's the last part of the game, it's just sort of a disappointing end. to Sonic Adventure, at least in our opinions.
I kind of wish this game had a remake.